In this episode, well, you want abs? Then you better suck your fucking stomach in. Ooh, naughty words, but good info.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 274 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Say hello to Everest and K2. These are two big bicep mountains for you to mire on the widescreen. What up? What up, everyone? Episode 274 of the Daily Mother Swole. I am your host, Papa Swoleo fucking Normous, and I'm here for episode 274. Today's episode, suck your stomach in, get your abs on point. This is Core City. Core City, core for the whores, and biceps for the bitches. So if you are ready for the episode, it's time to get started. This is the only Swolecast where the biceps are large and the nipples are hard. Thank you for joining me live every day at 12 noon Eastern Time here on Facebook, watching on YouTube, and listening on SoundCloud and the iTunes. Curls for the girls, Josh, absolutely. Where we do everything. This is the Daily Swole, where I drop knowledge nukes every fucking day. Do you guys know what that really, like the concept of that? Every day? Every fucking day, dropping absolute nuclear knowledge warheads on the interwebs, just dropping nukes, and today is no different. Today's episode, 274, suck your stomach in. Let's get the abs on point. Let's talk about the core. The core is the base of the pelvis, all the way up to the cervical spine. We've discussed that before, and this week has been great for the core. But what we're really talking about is activating what's called the intrinsic core stabilizers. Now, what are the intrinsic core stabilizers? They are muscles that are deep inside, not superficial. You cannot see them. They are inside, and they help maintain the integrity of the abdominal cavity, maintain pressure around the visceral organs, all right, around like the stomach, the spleen, all those things, create pressure in that cavity that supports the lower back, that supports the spine. So this, not the six-pack, not the rectus abdominis, the transverse abdominis, and those intrinsic core stabilizers, those pelvic floor muscles, those are the ones that are most responsible for your strength and preventing lower back injury. So if you have chronic lower back pain, I don't care if you have a six-pack, you have a weak core. You have a weak core. You have a weak core. You have weak core muscles. And if you eat an apple and you get to the seeds in the center, that's what the core is like. It's in there. It's deep. So the transverse abdominis is the major muscle that we talk about when we discuss the core. If you stand up or sitting, whatever you're doing, if you suck your stomach in, and everyone do that right now, do it right now. Come on, you flex with me. Suck your stomach in. Try to touch your belly button to your spine. Suck your stomach in, suck it in, suck it in. You're activating, you are strengthening, you are contracting. It's like contracting your bicep. When you suck your stomach in, you are contracting your transverse abdominis. Now, that muscle is most responsible for creating pressure around the lumbar spine. That pressure helps reflex the lumbar spine so it's not overextended, so you're not getting chronic back pain and that sway back that you see a lot of people have. And it's deep. It's the natural weightlifting belt. The belts that you see people wear at the gym, it's the natural belt of the body, and it's in there. So it flattens the stomach, number one, by drawing in the stomach. It will prevent injury and help reduce the risk of injury and also increase strength. I mean, what muscle is that wonderful that will do all those things? It prevents a major injury. About 90% of the population has lower back pain at least once in their lifetime. That's a stupid number. Pretty much means every single person, everyone that you know, including yourself, is probably going to have lower back pain at least once, and most people chronically because they don't solve the problem. They just keep on having the injury because they don't fix the issue at hand. Flattens the stomach, prevents injury, and increases strength. So super fucking important, right? It just sounds important, and it is. It increases that inter-abdominal pressure. And that pressure increase allows you to have a better force output because you're creating more intrinsic or internal force. You can overcome more external force and more force that's put upon the body, lifting weights, lifting stuff. Okay, good, makes sense. So the force output increases, so your strength increases. You're preventing injury and you're flattening the stomach. You can have a six-pack. You could be lean with diet. You could be lean with nutrition. You can have abdominals, but you might still have a distended stomach and a weak core because your transverse abdominis is not strong enough. So you need to work this muscle. So you have a flat stomach and you have that injury prevention. You need your natural belt. And you can work on this all the time. You don't have to necessarily do it when you're only doing a supine hip bridge, like it's on my YouTube channel. Not when you're only doing a single leg squat or a prone iso ab, also known as a plank. Also videos on my YouTube channel. So if you really want to know not just how to do a plank, I literally break down how to do a plank properly because most of you are doing shit wrong. You're going through the motions and it's not working. So abs do not mean you have a strong core. Most people don't have the foggiest clue what the hell a core is. So this muscle, when you strengthen it, you get appearance and you get function. And there's nothing better than that. Not to mention strength. Also, when you have a stronger transverse abdominis, you are going to increase your body's ability and capacity for a posterior pelvic tilt. This works hand in hand with the gluteus maximus and medius for creating that posterior tilt that will help neutralize the lower back more. When the pelvis is strong and the hips are aligned properly and are upright and are level, you are going to have less pressure on the lower back. So you're getting it from both angles. If you're strengthening and activating the glutes while you're focusing on sucking your stomach and activating your transverse abdominis and your intrinsic muscles, you are going to prevent injury, reduce pressure. And when you have less pressure, less pain, less things that your body is fighting with for alignment, you're going to increase your force output and increase your ability to do lifts. If you have better alignment for a deadlift, you're going to be able to lift more. If you have better alignment for a back row, for a lunge, you're going to be able to lift more and have more endurance. Not to mention when you have an improperly stabilized hip or the lack of stabilization in your hip, you are at risk for lower back or upper back injury, neck injury, and also knee injury. So if you have chronic knee pain or tendonitis, this could be a major reason. So it's very, very important to reduce pressure in your lower back so the transverse abdominis is that core muscle you need to hit. And here's what I want to add on to this, because it's Saturday. I know you guys got shit to do. I know you got places to go. You got gains to fucking make. And I get that. But if you listen to anything, listen to what I'm going to tell you right now, because everyone wants abs. Most people want muscle. You want all of these things, right? Here's going to be this weekend motivation, because I'm absolutely going to drop a little rage tip on you. But this is going to be some serious shit. So share the fuck out of this right now, because I'm going to tell it to you straight. I'm going to tell it to you right now. Do you want muscle? Do you want abs? Probably, right? You want muscle and you want abs. Understandable. It's fine. You can want a car. You can want a watch. You can want these things. I get it. That's not a problem. So, you want muscle? You want abs? You can't just want it. You have to do it. You need to practice. You can't just have it. You need to practice. But here's the thing. You, right now, you have everything that you need right now. Fancy equipment, you don't need it. The newest supplement, you don't need it. All you need is you. All you need is you. You have everything that you need right now. Willpower, you have it. Discipline, you have it. Consistency, you will have it when you take action. You have everything that you need right now. Not tomorrow, not 2 weeks from now, now. So what are you waiting for? You don't need anything else. You need to flip a switch and you need to understand that it's going to be hard, it's going to take time, and it's going to take practice. You are not going to be an expert on the violin or the piano overnight. You're not going to be an expert in business overnight. You're not going to be an expert in basketball overnight. You might have natural talent and ability, but you're not going to be good overnight. You want to see some funny shit? Go back to some of my earlier episodes of the Daily Swole, my earlier driving while gaining. Look at my video editing. Look at, just listen to the show. I mean, the knowledge is always there, but the delivery and the show and just The filming, the angles, the lighting, everything was different. The sound, the podcast quality. You listen to the earlier episodes and it was like a little microphone and the audio was much more shitty then. I mean, things were different then because I had the talent, but I didn't have the skill. I'm just still perfecting the craft. I'm no expert, but I practice and I do it. And you could want whatever the fuck you want. You could want whatever you want. You want the newest pair of Jordans, then want it. You want to go on a cruise and want it. That's fine. But you got to do it. With abs, it's not, you can't purchase it. You can't just go, and work at your job and then fucking go and buy abs. There's so much more that goes involved with it. You can't just, I want this. I want to buy this to get abs. That's why the supplement industry is billions of dollars, because they tell you, buy this and you'll get this quicker. Fuck them and fuck you for believing and just being so naive that you can buy a powder and get it. What is this, fucking Cinderella? You're not going to get results by buying something. You don't need a gym membership. You don't. You can work out at home. A lot of people in my premium membership group, my premium, Swolenormous fucking premium, a lot of people work out at home and they're getting great results. You need to do it because these people are taking action. They might not be able to make it to a gym. They might live in an area where it snows 3 feet a fucking day and they can't drive half an hour to a gym. It's not feasible. So they buy the shit and they gather stuff in their home to get it done because they want to do it and they're taking action. And you're over here maybe living 2 minutes from a gym. I don't have the time. I have a job and I'm tired and I have children. Well, I'm not saying your life is easy. I'm not saying you have free time like all the time. I'm not saying you don't have obligations. But welcome to fucking life and welcome to reality and welcome to everyone else in the world that has obligations and things they need to do. Okay, everyone's got obligation. The reason why there's so many people in this fucking world is because everyone's got goddamn kids. Everyone's got kids. You're no different. You want a medal for popping out a baby? It's the most basic human fucking function is to have sex and have a child. That's literally what we're put here on earth for, is to reproduce. That's it. So you're no different. That's all that human beings have been doing, is just fucking and having babies for millennia. That's why we're here today, is because just reproducing. That's all anything does. Some fucking animals, like mayflies, they're born, they live for a day, they bang or they lay eggs and they die. That's all they do. So really, as a function, we add all this other stuff into social media and, style and emotion and psychology. No, we're here to fuck and die. Okay? I mean, we're probably on Earth. It's probably a cell in a larger organism. I'm just telling the truth. So don't act like you're different. Don't act like you have it hard and no one else has it hard. Don't act like your situation is so much more unreasonable. The reason why there are people with 2 jobs and 2 kids and a family and they're still a bodybuilder, a pro bodybuilder, and they work out twice a day is because they want it bad enough and they do it. Are they tired? Yeah, sure, but they want it bad enough to do it. They have the discipline, but you have what you need. My point is you have what you need. You have the skills. Like, you have a brain, you have arms and legs, and you have the ability to fucking do it. You don't need a fancy powder. You don't need, the most expensive gym membership. You don't need the fanciest and the best equipment. You don't need the nicest TV. You don't need the nicest car. You need to do it. And that's it. Thank you for joining me for episode 274 of the Daily Mother Swole, here every day at 12 noon Eastern Time, right here on Facebook at Swolenormous, YouTube at Swolenormous, and also SoundCloud and iTunes for the podcast. Every single episode, 274 fucking episodes of knowledge, nuclear bombs online on YouTube, almost 800 videos, full workout videos, all that great stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the premium members that have been joining me and supporting me all this time. If you're interested in program design, private live broadcasts, more nutritional guidance, access to a shit ton of more material, you could sign up for Swolenormous Premium. The button's at the top of my Facebook page. Click sign up and join today. Peace out, everyone. Enjoy the Saturday and take my advice. Don't take my advice, but hey, what you're doing now if it's not working, then you got to change something. Later.